Welcome to the 2023 Blade Show. I'm Greg Blythe with Never a Dull Moment, and we're with Lucas Gumbiner. And you guys want to know how to spell his name, we're going to go ahead and show you real fast.
There it is.
So we are at his booth 37i at the Blade Show, and what you're going to see are beautiful works of art. When I first saw them, I thought of our idol, Lerman Knives. I got a little bird in my ear, good friend Jonathan Gui out of Singapore who collects very high-end knives, and he was like, I had to make a stop, so we did. Please tell us, Lucas, what are we going to see here today?
You know, so far, I got a little bit of everything. I got folders, I got EDC, fancy folders, EDC folders, kitchen knives. That's what I got here, but I do a lot of custom stuff as well, so I can pretty much build any kind of knife.
When I look at your Damascus, is this Damascus that you personally have you purchased or you folded?
So, for these knives, I forged this blade at a friend's shop during a hammer-in during Blade West. I didn't make the Damascus itself, but I am capable of making this Damascus myself.
Okay.
This is high carbon Damascus 1080, 15N20.
Okay. And this is Damascus to the edge. This is a full Damascus?
Full Damascus.
Okay.
Solid, twisted Damascus, integral, Hawaiian koa, and woolly mammoth ivory.
All right.
Spacer there. This blade I did make fully myself.
Okay.
This is a
gorgeous
chairlift cable Damascus. So the steel for this cladding on this is Sanmai.
Okay.
The steel for this cladding was from a chairlift cable.
Okay.
That I had to forge weld together and flip on itself and re-weld, and then laminate it against a carbon steel core to make a usable knife. And the handle is also removable. That's what this tool is for.
Okay, wow.
Pop that pin out, handle comes off.
I'm not used to seeing that, and I've got quite a knife collection when it comes to culinary knives.
I like it that way because a lot of times people, they'll use their knife a lot of the time, but then they'll be like, I want it to be a little spa treatment. I want it to look a little, polish it up again. And it's a huge pain to do that with a handle attached. So I make them so they
honestly, it really is, because I'm getting ready to have to do that on a fukuhiki.
And you can bang the handle into the stone.
I actually I took the entire tip of the blade off on a Miyazaki, trying to get the handle off.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to redo that.
It's a pain. These come off very easy.
Absolutely stunning and gorgeous.
And same as this one.
If you guys are taking a look at some of the price points, you can see what you're getting into. Obviously, if you're a sushi chef, you're interested in here. I'm loving the contrast between the extremely high polish. We got the tachimi with the kuriichi finish on the back of the spine. Again, another removable handle for those spa treatment days.
It is.
And then we go over here to not only the everyday carry, but what do we describe here? This is something different. So, how am I using this? Am I in the bush right here?
This is a fighter.
Okay.
But there's no reason you couldn't use it in the bush, It's just a, full size, full tang kind of user knife. If you're in a, you need to chop some trees down. Sure, you need to fight off mothers. Sure. So this is Baker Forge steel.
Okay.
So it is a Damascus using carbon steel, nickel, pure nickel, and copper. Baker Forge, great guy, great company, makes a ton of different types of these steels. Very high performance, very high quality.
The core edge. What are we looking at on the core edge?
This core is 80 CRV2.
Okay.
Which is it's a beater steel.
Okay.
It takes a lot of damage, but it gets sharp.
All right. My wife is ushering. My wife is the boss, if you guys don't know, so she's kind of telling us where to go and what to do. I'll get in a little closer. All right. So it is hard to hear. You guys can hear the ruckus. There's lots of excitement here. And we're excited once again that we got to meet Lucas. I'm glad Little Bird told me the truth. Absolutely everyday gorgeous. When my wife lets me save the pennies after a really beautiful Ameribraid sander, then we'll have to get up with you. How do we find your knives? What is the .com again?
GumbinerCustomKnives.com.
Custom knives, GumbinerCustomKnives.com.
Same thing, and then it's just Gumbiner Custom Knives on Instagram. All lowercase, all together in one chunk. It's all on there.
Beautiful.
All very simple. If you search Gumbiner, I'll show up on anything.
This is your first Blade Show?
First Blade Show.
Hopefully, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for taking the time. We know this was not a dull moment. We appreciate your support. We'll catch you later. We are very happy as Never Dull Moment YouTube channel to be with the Blade Show winner, Best Kitchen Knife of the Year, Lucas Gumbiner. We actually had the opportunity to see him before he won. Today we're here to ask the man. First of all, we're here to congratulate him. So this is the beautiful knife of the year. We're going to let Lucas tell you about this. There's some innovations on this knife that we had not seen before. And first of all, before we get a chance to congratulate you, and while she's shooting it, what is this knife made of? So that way they
the blade is W2 high carbon tool steel. It's it's one of the best steels in the world for creating a hamon.
And it will get a patina.
It will get a patina. It is a carbon steel, full carbon steel. But it's the best for creating a hamon pattern of all Western steels, short of Japanese steels that are water quenched and tamahagane. This is the best steel for a hamon.
But in case you guys are wondering, it's already been spoken for. We happen to be friends with the person who is the proud owner. So this will be making his way halfway around the world to a very good friend of ours.
Yes.
Congratulations to him to getting the knife of the year. I do want him to point out an innovation that he has, which is the pin that releases the handle. If you'll show them and tell them what was your thought process.
Yeah, so these, I make my handles, take down. It means they're removable. So this pin pops out and the handle comes off.
For spa treatments.
For spa treatments, basically. I've had too many knives come back where people want, I want to repolish the blade to make it look nice for, I got guests coming or anything like that. And to refinish a blade with a handle attached to it, it's a pain, especially if there's not a texture here and it's just a finish all the way up to there. You can never get all the way up to the handle again. It just doesn't work. So I made it fully removable so that I can clean, sharpen, polish the blade separately. And if somebody chips the handle, or damages the handle at all, I can regrind it separately without having to worry about hitting the blade against the grinder. And not very many people do that because it's frankly a pain to get it all perfectly solid and fit up and be removable.
So listen, you guys will have to stay tuned on YouTube for the first interview that we did before he was the champion.
I think he was our first interview. I mean, he was one of the very first.
Yeah.
Maybe right after.
Well, we had Tokashu and we had Scott Gunn, but then we came over here because our good friend Jonathan Gui in Singapore told us, you need to go check this guy out. We listened to Jonathan. He's a good friend of ours. He was not wrong. So we do want to congratulate you. We look forward to seeing what you bring next year. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and say, my wife will probably agree that after I sell some stuff, get some money, the chef knife version of that's me. Just the same knife, slightly taller, same length, chef knife version. That is going to be me all day. I've just been staring at it.
Yes, he has.
So it is absolutely gorgeous. Sure. We are so happy that we got to you before the world really knew who you were. We don't really expect you to be in this room next year.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, he's in what is this room just the quiet small makers room?
So this room is predominantly EDC, small hunting knife and folding knife guys.
Yeah, you would have missed it if you'd stayed in the main room and you did not wander over here to catch these little treasures. You would have missed the knife of the year. Yeah. I can't imagine what he's going to do to blow our minds up next year, but we look forward to being back. We've already made plans, so we'll see you again next year, my friend.
See you next year.
All right, guys, more content to come. Absolutely fabulous. We got that for you. Stay tuned. We're out.